Katie, tell us what nighttime struggles and fears did you face with Ryan before you received the safety sleeper?
Ryan has always struggled with sleep, even from a very young baby. That was one of our first indicators that something was going on developmentally with him. Was he started having seizures in his sleep. And when he was in a crib, he was really safe and contained. But once he grew beyond a crib, the options for where to go next with the bed were kind of limited. And other behaviors came out. As he grew taller and bigger, he got more motivated to climb things and to explore, which was great. But at the same point, in the middle of the night when everybody's trying to get some sleep, it's not the best time to explore and wonder about what's on top of the dresser. And so there were several events in our family where we just realized he just doesn't make safe choices. He doesn't understand danger. He doesn't understand being safe. And in order for all of us to get sleep, he really needed to be contained. Another thing that Ryan does is that a lot of kids with sensory needs do is he puts things in his mouth. If it fits, he puts it in. And so we were finding at night, he'd find a little toy and pop it in his mouth. And I could hear it on his monitor as he was kind of not gagging like he was going to choke, but it was clear that he really had something pretty full in his mouth. And so he just did not make safe choices and needed us there. And we found a tented bed that we used for quite a while, but it just wasn't very sturdy. And we kept on going through different beds. And that's when I read about the safety sleeper. And I knew that this was exactly what we needed because it was big and sturdy and the poles were nice and heavy duty. And so we knew that he would not be able to break this thing.
Right.
And that's kind of when we really looked further into the safety sleeper, was when he was up all night, kind of exploring everything. And we knew we needed to come up with a better option for our family.
Great. So you were the winner of the Safety Sleeper giveaway contest. It's the first time we did anything like this, and we really got a great response from people. I'm wondering, what was it about the Safety Sleeper that was appealing to you that made you enter the contest?
Well, it kind of was a lot of things, actually. There's different layers to what excited me about the Safety Sleeper. One was how sturdy it was. We had kept replacing all of the beds that we were using for Ryan, and it was kind of getting old, always breaking and trying to fix, and we found different forms of glues and tapes, and it was just a constant effort to keep this bed that we used to have going. And I really loved the fact that the Safety Sleeper was built sturdy. The second thing I loved about it was portable, because we want to try to live a normal traveling life as much as we can. We want to, take our kids on road trips, and we want to make sure that all of our kids have the same chances to do fun things like a normal family would. And we knew that the Safety Sleeper, because it packs so easily into the suitcase, we could still do that as a family. We could still go on little trips. We could still make life portable for us.
Right.
So that was a big thing for us as well.
Okay. So tell me, you received the Safety Sleeper, and you've had it for how long now?
I think we got it at the end of August, so about 2.5 months.
Okay, yeah, okay. So now that you have it, what has changed in your nighttime experience as a result of the Safety Sleeper?
We're not worrying about, is this bed going to last? We know it's going to last. We're really set, and we're planning a road trip to the Black Hills this summer, and I can honestly say that without having the Safety Sleeper, I don't know if we do something like that. It's kind of crazy, because it's going to be a really crazy adventure for our family to do this with Ryan, but we really want to do it. We want to make it work. So we're planning this little road trip. Going to take his bed along. Other ways it's changed, I guess, one thing I didn't realize about the Safety Sleeper was how easy it is to change the coverlet, the sheet. I had watched the videos online and kind of knew how it worked, but until I had to do it, I really didn't realize how simple it was. And Ryan is not potty trained yet, and sometimes we have accidents in the night. Changing that coverlet is just so easy. It's just crazy how easy it is. And all the other beds that we've had have kind of been more like a crib where you have to crawl in and really, by the time I'm done, I'm sweating and I feel like I've had a workout. But with the safety sleeper, I've actually changed it in the dark. I am sleeping next to me and I just kind of zip it off and zip the next one on and plop them back in bed and everybody can get some more sleep. So that's something that I really didn't realize about it, how it's so enclosed, how there's nothing that he can wedge out. He used to hide things in his sides of his bed, like little toys, knowing that he was going to go to bed and he could wedge a toy in there. For a while, he was obsessed with forks. So I'd go into his bed before he would sleep, and I'd have to feel around the edges of the bed to make sure that he hadn't stuck a whole bunch of contraband in his bed before he was going to sleep. He was pretty motivated about that for a while. I'd find like 10 forks just wedged in
his mattress.
Goodness. He can't do that because I can see absolutely everything. There's nothing he can hide in there. And just changing the sheet is just like a quick zip and one more zip and you're done.
Right. So, and what about the safety part of it? You talked about the portability and the ease of use with the bed, but earlier you mentioned how he wouldn't stay in bed and he'd get up and wander. What has changed with just your peace of mind and your ability to rest at night?
It's huge. I mean, I really don't have words to describe how crazy it's been in the change because he just recently had a sleep study and we're trying to figure out what's going on with him in the middle of the night, but he's having what we're calling panic attacks. And we're not really sure if that's even the term to be using right now, but we don't have any other label right now. But he's having full blown, it seems like a panic attack. And he flails and is everywhere and he feels so safe in his bed. He loves it. He feels just comforted by being in the bed. And so that's a comfort to me to know that even through these little episodes, whatever they happen to be, he's very comforted and cozy in his bed. We recently had a lot of family over, and sensory-wise, it was incredibly overwhelming for him. And I tried to find him at one moment. I didn't know where he had kind of scooted off to, and there he was in his bed, kind of paging through a little book.
Wow.
He knows it's really comforting to him. As far as his physical safety, he cannot get out of that thing. He is in that bed for the night. There isn't any way for him to wedge himself out. He is like a little MacGyver. He can find his way out of most anything. He's very wiggly and squirmy. And every bed we've had before, he has somehow found a way to get out. And this one, he hasn't. And I think he's kind of given up on that too. Like he knows I can't get out. And so I might as well just fall asleep. He's really motivated to leave our house. He loves being outside. He loves running wild and free. And just knowing that when we're asleep and we're trying to get rest as a family, he's in a bed that he cannot get out of is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, it adds that extra layer of like, I can go to bed, I can have his monitor on, I can listen for him if he needs me, but I don't have to, do a mom sleep where I have one ear kind of going his direction at all times.
Right. So, that's so awesome. So with this, we're so excited that you won the bed, and I'm so happy to hear your story. We were very excited to do this follow-up and just kind of see what's changing with your family dynamic. Are there any final thoughts that you would want to share with families who are considering purchasing the Safety Sleeper?
I guess the things that I wasn't aware of before getting the Safety, I knew it was great. I totally was like, this was like a big goal of our family was to buy one. But I didn't realize how easy it was to put together. I really could do it myself. And we're not intimidated by taking it on a trip with us and having to put it up in a hotel room. And mattress itself, the air mattress that comes with it, has everything built into it. So you don't have all these cords that you have to remember to bring along with you. There isn't like a pump that you have to remember. It's all built in and it's really nice quality. I mean, really, we were surprised at, I wasn't surprised at the quality of the bed. I knew that I was surprised at the quality of the air mattress because I thought, oh, an air mattress, is that really going to, it's really, really nice. And it's easy to put together. It's easy to change the sheets, like I said, because a lot of people struggle with nighttime wetting, and I can do it in the dark. I can change his coverlet and put a new one on, and he's set. So I guess I knew I knew it'd be sturdy. I knew it would be really safe after reading all of the reviews online, but I guess I just wasn't aware of the ease that it is to put it up and to maintain the sheets and things like that, the coverlet. So yeah, I guess that's that.
And that's important because it can be intimidating and scary to purchase something and then feel like, well, I don't even know how to use this or get it together. And then with the portability, is it really portable? Is it easy to take with me and break down and set back up easily? So that's good to hear. That's good to hear. So, hey, we thank you so much, Katie, for your time and letting us peek into your home for a little bit and just hear a little bit about yours and Ryan's story. Thank you for your testimonial, and that's it. Just thank you so much.
All right. Okay. Thank you.